Hello, welcome to the morning news. In the headlines. The International Monetary Fund is proposing a 3-month extension of Ghana's bailout program, which means the program will have to end in August 2026. We'll also tell you how the Industrial and Commercial Workers Union is urging improved worker welfare going into next year, 2026. The Western Regional Minister is calling for permanent Minerals Commission presence in Nzima East to combat illegal mining and environmental degradation. Well, let's bring you the details of the stories. In our first story, the International Monetary Fund is proposing a 3-month extension of Ghana's Extended Credit Facility Program to allow additional time for reforms required to complement the 6th and final program review. According to the fund, the proposed extension is necessary to support the implementation of policy measures underpinning the final review of the program. Report after the fund's executive board approved Ghana's 5th program review. If accepted, the proposal will extend Ghana's ECF program, which was scheduled to end in May 2026, to August 2026. In the next story, 2025 has been a topsy-turvy year with several landmark decisions and interesting scenes in the courtroom. At the heart of all these are lawyers who are usually the key players to whatever happens. From the courtroom to the Constitution, lawyers assess how Ghana's justice system performed this year and what it means for citizens in the year ahead.
This is law. No one is above the law. We should all be careful what we do today. We don't know where it will take us tomorrow. And we should all always try and be very, very patriotic. I think the elements of patriotism in Ghana is going down. It's all about money, flamboyance, affluence, and etc. All these things are good, but the key things of integrity and honesty should lead us. And I believe that with God on our side, we can leave a good legacy for posterity and generations yet upon.
If we have removed the Chief Justice over the fact that she flew her husband out of the country, we have set a very high threshold for lack of desire to tolerate financial malfeasance even at the highest level. And it is not right then that we would not tolerate it from the Chief Justice and we tolerate it from anybody else. I think that we have gone 1 year, and 1 year has shown us the difficulties if we are not intentional about this project of punishing the corrupt and those who steal from us. So I hope that we are guided by the difficulties we experienced in 2025 to better prepare for next year. If we are steamrolling into the year on the same assumptions, on the same way of doing, then we already know that this is not going to work. So I hope 2025 gives us that lesson.
Challenges in terms of delays, serving process, and bailiffs, our friends' bailiffs, these are traditional issues with our practice. So we just have to take it in our stride and also see how we can improve upon our services. And more importantly, our relationship with our clients. Most of the clients, they want you to do the case program. Others want you to sponsor the case when you are successful before you share in the proceeds. So these are issues that as a law firm we intend to take a closer look at and see how we intend to restructure our relationship with our clients.
What the judiciary says is either final for you at a particular end, or you disagree and you have to go upstairs to get satisfied. So whichever way it happens, once it's within the remit of the law, all I urge my colleagues, my juniors and my seniors for that matter, is to just be patient and then listen to what the law says. It is only when any judicial proceedings goes beyond the law that any other person can seem to be aggrieved, and then you can go ahead. But of course, generally, I think I've learned a lot of law this year, 2025. So I will say Happy Christmas to you, and I'll urge all my brothers who are lawyers but are in corporate services to try and engage themselves in courtroom practice, because the law is in the courts.
Away from the courts, the Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, Agnes Lomolati, has urged victims of abuse, especially young men, to speak up to help authorities pursue justice. Her call follows TV3's documentary, When Boys Cry, which highlighted cases of sexual abuse involving men and boys and the lasting impact on survivors. The minister again reiterated her ministry's commitment to create a safe as well as supportive environment for all genders, stressing that abuse affects everyone and must be addressed without stigma.
Sometimes it is difficult for boys and men to report because in this case they are in the minority. And so when they come, we offer them the needed attention just for them to feel heard, for them to see that the effort is not just for the optics, but for us to find real solutions and then minimize. Because one thing we should know is that if we refuse to attend to the boys, they will come and add on to the number of abuse cases or victims that are in the system. And so we don't want that situation. We don't want to jump from one end of the swing to the other. I don't know if you get it, so that it's not as if we are only handling girls and then when boys issues come, we leave that of the, no, but we are striking a balance as and when proactively we are dealing with the issues, and that is why you've seen us have the first men's conference, so that the protocols, the conventions that Ghana has signed on, they are not just on paper, but we are implementing them. So we work together. Don't feel shy or ashamed or think so much of the stigma. It's better to be alive, to see your dreams come true, even with a little stigma, or be ashamed, than to die without realizing your dreams. The Ministry of Gender, with its stakeholders and partners, is there to support you, to ensure that all perpetrators are brought to book, and then we seek justice. No matter how slow it is in coming, we will work with you as promised by His Excellency every step of the way. Come report the cases. We will handle them as you want us to. We will attach privacy and confidentiality to it, and you don't need to be afraid.
In a bid to promote economic empowerment at the grassroots, the Member of Parliament for Krowo, Agnes Lomolati, has extended financial and logistical support to more than 400 beneficiaries in the constituency. The support, which forms the third batch of the MP's quarterly business assistance program, was tailored to meet the specific needs of her constituents.
More than 400 beneficiaries received cash grants and working tools such as industrial sewing machines, fridges, aboboya tricycles, and other items to help expand their livelihoods. The initiative is backed by a revolving fund designed to support small businesses and address other pressing needs within the constituency. For beneficiaries like Gifty, a seamstress, the support is life-changing.
God bless her for us. We will make good use of the items.
Heads of informal sector groups, including market women's associations, goldsmiths and traditional leaders, also received support, underscoring the MP's inclusive approach to local economic growth.
Oh, I have 20,000. Koni, Obonini was association We were given 20,000 cedis to support the association. Everyone will get something.
She gave it to all of us, no party colors.
Agnes Namumulati says the goal is to help residents stand on their feet, reduce unemployment, and strengthen local economies, one small business at a time.
Some come with as high as 30,000, 60,000 and the rest. But upon assessment, you realize that this is our capacity, this is what I can do. And by so doing, they are economically empowered and they are able to stand on their feet.
Now, there's some relief for motorists and commuters following the partial opening of the Nungwa barrier stretch of the Accra-Tema Beach Road, aimed at easing the long-standing traffic burden on the corridor. During the visit to the project site, the news team observed improved traffic flow as sections of the road were reopened, reducing diversions that had worsened over the period. A report by Sarah Appencrow. We'll bring you the story later. In the meantime, the Western Regional Minister, Joseph Nelson, has called for a permanent and strengthened presence of the Minerals Commission within the Nzima East municipality. His appeal comes in the wake of an anti-illegal mining operation conducted along the Ankoba River, led by the Western Regional National Security Liaison Officer, Brigadier General Musa Waja. The task force arrested 2 Chinese nationals and recovered 5 excavators. Irama Smith has more.
The Nzima East municipality in the Western region has become a hotspot for illegal mining activities in recent times, with large tracts of farmland along the Ankoba River left heavily devastated. In an effort to reclaim and repurpose this degraded land, the Nzima East Municipal Assembly granted a permit to Namova Ghana Limited in July 2025 to rehabilitate the Galamsey-affected areas within the Dominase, Bamianko, Arazo and Akango townships. However, the company reportedly used this reclamation permit as cover to conduct its own illegal mining operations, failing to fill excavated holes. During a riverine operation some weeks ago, the task force had warned the company to strictly adhere to its mandated reclamation work. But a subsequent anti-illegal mining operation on December 24, conducted by a joint team from the Western Naval Command and the 2nd Infantry Battalion and led by Brigadier General Musa Waja retired, discovered that Namova Ghana Limited had dug a new mining pit and installed a washing plant, discharging wastewater directly into the Ankoba River. This had occurred despite a prior revocation letter issued by the Nzima East Municipal Assembly, which acted under the authority of the Local Governance Act 2016, Act 936, and other relevant statutes. During the December 24 operation, the task force arrested 2 Chinese nationals and disabled 5 excavators by removing their control boards.
We discovered that they are not using the permit to reclaim the land, but they are doing operation which is similar to small-scale mining. And upon confirmation from the Nzima East Municipal Assembly, we decided to conduct a dawn raid this morning. We discovered 5 excavators, but because of the nature of the terrain, we were not able to track them, but rather collected the control boards. We have also apprehended 2 Chinese who were working on the site. We discovered that fresh holes have also been dug at the site area, which confirms that we were also doing small-scale mining.
Brigadier General Musa Waja retired further issued a warning to illegal miners in the Wasam Amenfi district, stating that the task force's next operation will target that area.
For the people of Amenfi West and Amenfi Central, we want to tell them that they should be ready because we are carrying the fight on them, because most of the problems that we are encountering is from that area. So we are warning them that they should stand by. And we are not going to have Christmas. We are going to continue until we achieve our objective.
Meanwhile, Western Regional Minister Joseph Nelson has called for a permanent and strengthened presence of the Minerals Commission within the Nzima East Municipality to enhance their oversight and ensure regulated mining activities across the Nzima enclave.
The problem, to some extent, is structural. The Minerals Commission doesn't have office anywhere from Wasa East all the way to Domoro. No office around here. And so I'm wondering how they're able to police even those companies that they have duly given license to. And so I suggested to the minister that an office be opened at Nzima East. This place is a very active, mining municipality with a lot of it, the mining that goes on here being illegal. So the Minerals Commission, I think, must have a presence, a very solid presence that can take care of the Hunter West and Poho area as we have it. The office, the closest you can get is Takwa. And that doesn't do the job. Even to monitor the very companies, I don't know how many, as regional minister of the city, I don't know how many companies have been given licenses to operate legally. And then when you ask them, I believe that they may even struggle to give you the data.
Erama Smith, TV3 News, Western Region.
The Industrial and Commercial Workers Union, ICU Ghana, is calling on government and employers to do more to improve the living and working conditions of Ghanaian workers in the coming year. In the 2025 Christmas message of the union, workers across the country, the union praised workers for their resilience and sacrifices, describing their effort as crucial to Ghana's economic recovery.
Secretary of the Industrial and Commercial Workers Union, ICU, Morgan Ayawini, said that despite the challenges, workers have remained committed.
When there was
The General Secretary of the Industrial and Commercial Workers Union, ICU, Morgan Ayawini, said that despite the challenges, workers have remained committed to national development. He assured members that the ICU would continue to protect workers' interests, particularly in the areas of fair wages and conditions of service, while acknowledging some economic improvements in 2025, including relative exchange rate stability, single-digit inflation, and reduced interest rates. The ICU General Secretary noted that these gains have not yet improved the living standards of most workers. He observed that the high cost of food, rent, and utilities remain beyond the reach of the average worker. He urged workers not to lose hope but to continue working hard in 2026 to help consolidate the modest economic gains made so far. He also commended the government for fully recapitalizing the National Investment Bank and called for urgent support for textile companies and cocoa board to revive their operations. In the related development, the General Secretary of the Teachers and Educational Workers Union, King James Azwotiba, emphasized the need for government to roll out measures to support workers.
The year with its challenges also had enable us to sign the condition of service of the Ghana Education Service finally, and then we had what we were asking for, the continuous professional development and skills allowance upgraded from 1,200 to 2,400 effective January 2026, and other conditions of service issues that were amended have all been signed for the Ghana Education Service.
Meanwhile, the Deputy General Secretary of the Health Services Workers Union, Patricia Cheneboa, called on duty bearers to improve economic gains to stabilize the lives of workers.
Members of the HSW, as well as the general public, began the year with much anticipated hope that it shall be well with workers and all Ghanaians in the year 2025. But we did not see it like that. We still wish to appreciate all members for your resilience, patience, and the support given to the leadership.
And that's it for the latest news headlines this morning. Next, we'll bring you TV3 Newday. Stay with us. Make sure you join us for that interaction.
Alrighty. It's time for this morning. What do you think we should talk about? Should we just activate the phone lines for friends and family to wish each other well? I think it's
and
the
then tell
season.
us which shows they went or
Exactly, and how it went for them, right?
how they are enjoying the Christmas, so to speak.
All right. Welcome to this to this morning. Welcome to TV3 Newday. A caller is already on the line. Hello, good morning. Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Isa calling from Bole.
Did you say Isa?
Yes.
From Bole, yes.
Okay, Isa, Merry
Isa
Christmas
from
to
Bole.
you, yes.
The same to you, my sister.
Thank you.
But Amiri Bandara, we didn't see the
Yeah, talking about that, I watched the...
You saw Balenciaga. Balenciaga is what you saw. The Amiri Bandana, you see the energy and the wait.
You know,
wait,
it was yesterday I watched your video. You were, when he was graduating, you were interacting with him.
President Mahama will be coming to Bole for Christmas. So he should make sure that he will give the shoe to President Mahama to come to Bole. We want to see the shoe.
So he should give the shoe to President Mahama.
Muslims don't celebrate Christmas, but I want to wish my Christian friends happy Christmas in advance and Happy New Year. I think they have been loyal to me, buying my goods. May God bless them all. The whole of Bole, the youth, may God bless them all. But the youth are still jobless. I want to use this Christmas to appeal to Excellency President Mahama. He should try and enroll our boys. They are jobless. And currently they have all the certificates. Sitting down jobless is bad. So they should try their possible best and enroll them.
Okay.
I think, may God bless you all.
Bless you too, Isa. And thank you for your time. Enjoy the season. We pray for more prosperity and a lot of good health for you as well. Do call us also. Let us know how you are faring this festive season. You can wish your friends and loved ones well here as well. A second caller on the line. Oh, Kintampo Master Planner.
Kintampo
Good morning.
Communications officer.
It is you.
It is possible.
Official pa. Amen. Ewo Yesu dimu. Anope, talk to us.
Paparu, Palafia.
Lafia lo yegida.
Lafia lo. We de kaza ma life.
Ya jira.
Master Planner won't lock me right in life. Master Planner, today we know they do politics, so wish anybody. But
yes,
where DMB day now?
Politics. Sir?
Where DMB in campaign day now?
Oh, so far so good. You know, DMB is in Accra, so Accra
Okay.
Yeah. Let me say special good morning to him and then all NPP delegates. Now you have 36 days to go. So when you are going to vote, check number 3 on the ballot paper. Roland, Merry Christmas to all media general workers, especially TV3. 2025 really give us some good stuff, especially my favorite radio and TV host, Papa Ro. I really admire you and feel great when I see you on the screens. And then Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe, wherever you are, I wish you a Merry Christmas. And then Dr. Opoku Ajima is one of the greatest NPP financial. Wherever you are, special Merry Christmas to you. And then lastly, Chris Nana Lloyd. Do you know him, Chris Nana Lloyd?
No, I don't know him.
Yeah, that is our deputy national organizer.
Okay.
Of Ablekumanov Reran. Famous Ablekumanov Reran. Yes, this time around you'll be coming for MPP national youth organizer. So wherever he is.
Master planner, no. Master planner, ye di bronya, my politics ne rest kakra. Propaganda nti wuni ahoto.
Merry Christmas.
Okay. Yes.
Me chia Ghana wuni na yankopon ko bibia.
Master planner, opposition obi aba out say ono
ebe pre ho.
So far the obi aba into communication officer and title inshallah.
Oh, this one is an affirmation for you.
I mean, next year by this time, next year, let me a fully communication officer.
Inshallah.
Kintampo North, MPP.
Yes.
Master planner, ufu de mankasa ye because you person you sa na delegates no, omu vote anu mu nimde. Ana master planner omu dibe hu.
Zachary Moro.
Zachary Moro. AKA Master Planner Junior, Kintampo North.
Kintampo.
Okay.
Zachary Moro.
No one for police analyst nanka.
What's your father yanka ho?
What's your father?
No one for police analyst nanka.
Policy analyst na na sisi no also for politics in China yanka sa de jeni o ye. Zach. Ya bekasa. Oh yeah, die.
Anyway, you can also call us and let us know who you want to wish well this morning. Another caller on the line. It's TV3 Newday. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, same to you.
Great stuff. Who's speaking and where are you calling us from?
I'm calling you from Upper West region. Wow.
Answer, man.
Yes, my 24. My reporter 24 is here.
Answer, man.
24.
Roland.
Yeah. Yeah.
24.
Cookie, I want to extend my special Christmas gift to you people personally from Upper West region.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
So I don't know how it will get to you.
You can talk to the producers off air and they will tell you what to do.
No problem. So after this, let them talk to me.
Okay, talk to them. They'll tell you what to do.
Yes. I will greet the NPP regional chairman Abdulaziz's wife. And also I'll speak on our local language because it's Christmas Day. So I have to let the people in Upper West also have at least 30 seconds of hearing one. And we're doing G24 and the point to make the tax to here. Traditional churches, Catholic, Anglican, and Pentecost car. The program Barkanu Bendra that Christmas. But okay, what I want to say is that it's a year of enjoyment, whether we like it or not.
It's a year of enjoyment.
Enjoyment. It's a year of enjoyment. That is the last month of the year.
Okay.
Yeah, so we would like people to campaign on our drivers. Those who drink, that they should drive small. We beg them. Look at the number of accidents that have been taking place for the past 2 weeks. It's very bad. It's very bad. Let me take it in two. Yes, sir, a driver for now, which you can't so a monomon. Or yes, so a monia time, Maya. Or which you can't live your coffee, no more condom. Or monum, we are no more poor, no matter. But in the point, I will poor, no chairman for a point. And yet, it's very bad. So, Cookie and Roland, I beg you people, try to start a campaigning against these issues. Drivers are losing people's lives every day, every night because of Christmas season. It's very bad. So we beg them. And let me also say good morning to the PAC former chairman, Mona. I think he's in the Upper West region in Sankana. Well, yesterday I told that he missed one of his wives, so we are still mourning with him.
Okay.
But wherever we say Happy Christmas to them.
Okay, but you didn't finish well, oh. Reporting from the Upper West region.
Wow.
Sheikh Abubakar Napari says, good morning. You're looking exquisite and Merry Christmas to you
Thank
as well.
you to him.
Yeah,
Merry
fantastic.
Christmas to him as well. And the one and only, this call, you have to pick this call.
Yeah, and Nani Sapong, Merry Christmas to you as well. Nani Sapong sent me a poster with a wife. Are you contesting for parliamentary election? I will know. So, Mr. and Mrs. J. Sapong, wishing all of us the best of the
Merry
season.
Christmas, huh?
Nani Sapong,
Okay.
good morning to you and thank you.
Right.
Good morning to you. Alhaji Bini Yorubo Shele, how are you?
Oh, fine, Roland.
Yes. Yeah, Anna. Tebiawula.
Put it in
Gombian. Cookie.
How are you?
I'm fine, Alhaji. Merry Christmas, Alhaji.
Merry Christmas to you, and Merry Christmas to Bitis and Nasha Paul and Shamima Muslim and lawyer Edoji Kamapu and lawyer Sabiji. Merry Christmas to them and Merry Christmas to President John Dramani Mahama and Mami Medina Mahama and Honorable Chief of Staff Junior Deborah and Chairman Ofotu Ampopo, the best chairman we never have in NDC. Former chairman is the best. Let me send my Merry Christmas to him and entire workers for the TV3, Johnny Hughes, and Aisha Yakubu.
Right.
There's entire workers. I'll say entire workers. So, Merry Christmas to lawyer Abraham Amalaba.
You have a long list, Alhaji.
Dominic Dr. Akursinga Ayini. And Honorable Bernard Aya for lawyer Bernard Aya for first Deputy Speaker of Parliament. And Nana Oyi Bampo the first Deputy Chief of Staff.
Chief of Staff.
Chief of Staff.
Yes.
Deputy
Alhaji, do you know all these people personally?
Is it?
Do you know all these people personally?
No, I know them.
Ah, okay. Okay.
You know, Roland, you say what?
No,
Roland didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. I thought Roland said something.
Roland didn't say anything.
Alhaji. I think good government come. But I'm now in northern region.
Are you still in Accra?
No, I'm in northern region. You see, I'll bring you to Jennifer, one, and Roland one, and you share others for the...
You will bring it or you brought it?
I'll send them for you.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
But you know something?
Oh,
no. You know, I think Alhaji Rufai General, first vice chairman for NDC in Northern Region, former vice chairman. He will bring me 4 Jennifer, and I share it for you people. Okay.
All right, thank you very much.
Alhaji, thank you. Other people will have
Thank you very much.
Alhaji Bini Yorubo Shele. Alhaji, your name, Bini Yorubo Shele. Pronounce it well and then tell us the meaning.
Bini Yorubo Shele.
Bini Yorubo Shele.
Yeah.
What's the meaning?
Where they like the good.
Where they do what?
They like the goat.
Where they like the goat?
Yes.
Where they like the goat?
Yes.
So
if you don't like the goat and you go and buy it, and he do something wrong for you, you will kill him. Is that not so? Or either you win the goat. But if you like it and you go and buy it, if and any wrong thing he did for you, you will not beat him because of what? You use your money to buy him. You know good doing wrong things. Is that not so? Yes. So that's the meaning.
Alhaji Bini Yorubo Shele.
Bini Yorubo Shele.
Bini Yorubo Shele. Alhaji Bini Yorubo Shele. Thank you so much. Where they like the goats?
Thank you very much.
So where do they like the goats? Avelugu? Okay. Thank you very much. Cookie's friend. I mean, when we're carrying the election, Cookie went there, and so they met. And they had lunch at a plush restaurant. Since then, they've become the best friends. Cookie!
How are you?
How are you? Alhaji Bini Yorubo Shele.
Where they like the
goats. AKA where they like the goats. All right.
Do we have another caller of the line? Otherwise, we'll take messages right.
Okay, so I have a couple of messages. So, okay, we have another caller.
Oh my God. Hello, good morning.
Christmas
Merry
messages.
Christmas to you. This is TV3
morning.
Newday.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Who's speaking and where are you calling from?
Okay, this is Sani from Waliwali.
Oh, Sani. Sani, listen.
Yes.
I want to thank you personally. This year, you've been amazing. You always call us to contribute to the program. We don't take it for granted at all. Sani, thank you very, very, very much. We celebrate you here on TV3 Newday.
Yes, I'm very grateful to Madam. I'm even told that you are operating an NGO, right? So I want to partner with you. I am assembly member, so I need development in my area.
Okay.
So I was watching a program where I saw you that you have been helping people.
Yes.
So my electoral area will be happy to have you help us, maybe in diverse way. So
we'll talk about
extending. Okay, no problem.
Sani, we'll talk about it.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're
and
welcome.
I want to thank TV3, Ronan, and then all the workers there, yourself. In fact, you also help to make us popular in one way or the other. Because anytime you come out, people want to know that, oh, this is Sani. So, in fact, it helps us a lot. So we are very grateful to you. So particularly, I want to thank all my Christian friends, especially my electoral area. Yesterday, I went around and then greeted some of them and then partnered with them. You know, we as a Muslim, we also believe in Christ, okay? We believe that, yes, Jesus was given birth to, we know the circumstances in which he was given birth to. So we know all these things, and we believe in him, okay? When you even go to the Quran, Jesus' name is mentioned more than Muhammad himself. So we believe in him and all the other, prophets, okay? We don't discriminate any one of them, okay? We believe in all of them. So I also want to greet the the MP for Waliwali, Kabiru Muhammad. Yeah. In fact, about 3 days ago, we had our third ordinary meeting at the assembly, and we graced the occasion. So I used the occasion to counsel him on some of the things that he is doing that are good and others that are also bad. So I counsel him on that. Okay. So I told him that anytime he goes to parliament, he should try to behave himself well. I don't want him to be, doing some kind of distraction in the parliament house.
Is this accountability?
Also, I want to, yes. Yes, I also want to thank the Deputy Youth Employment Agency, Deputy CEO, Honorable Kudus. He also graced the assembly meeting. In one way or the other. So I greet him, and then the Honorable...
Sani, don't you have family members?
I have. I will come together. They are all my family members. We are the same people. All of us, we are the same people.
I'm just teasing you. Relax.
All the teaching staff of Tawidia Primary, I greet them, especially the head teacher and all the teaching staff. Honorable Abubakar Abdallah, I greet him, and then the MC for Waliwali, and then all the fans of me in Waliwali. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sani. Thank you for being a part of our 2025. We do appreciate you. Rolly, we've got messages.
Well, so I have a couple of messages I'll quickly just go through. This one is coming from Sheikh Abubakar Napal, who says that I'm here in Tamale. You can see that most of your callers are wishing others Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
It means even as Muslims, we also believe in Christ just as it is stated in the Quran. Not as our Lord and personal Savior, but as one of the prophets of God. All right? And Randa has sent this message. It says that, Merry Christmas to my lovely, adorable, handsome husband.
Hey, Randa.
Love wears on flicks.
Hey.
And my beautiful kids, Drea and Adrain, or Adrian, I think, Drea and Adrian, and all my family members as well, including my friends, as well as media general workers, especially the Newday team. Cookie T is my church member, and she always just makes me smile each time I see her. Wow, run the shout.
We thank you. We thank you. Yeah, we're church members.
Oh, okay.
I see them every Sunday.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Akembona Bismarck says, my name is Bishop from the Bongo district. I want to thank our MP and the DCE and the chief for their advice they gave us during this Christmas. All right. Benedict Akins says, where they like the goat. Hashtag where they like the goat.
Where they like the goat.
Where they like the goat.
Okay.
All right.
Courage Kotoka says that Merry Christmas to all my cherished people of Angloga Lashibi electoral area. And then a special wishes to the Honorable Agbe Miheso, the Anglo constituency chair for the NDC. Courage Kotoka is wishing all of you a Merry Christmas as well. All right.
We have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Do we have callers on the line? Okay, not
and then
yet.
Richard Amankwa-Kwashi. Good morning to you, Mr. Richard Amankwa. Says, say a Merry Christmas to Pius Stella Quist and the husband, Francis Palmer Quist in Kumasi. Okay, he's saying that they like us a lot because they tend to watch us. They're based in Kumasi. All right.
Neil Sade, good morning to you. He is my relationship manager. Good morning to you, Neil Sade, to your loved ones and your entire family. And we've got another surprise, good inspiration here on TV3 Newday. Hajia Fatih.
Hajia.
Hey, good morning.
Oh, it's Peter T. Oh, it's not Hajia, it's Peter T. Okay. Peter T, Merry Christmas.
Listen to you, Cookie T.
What?
Cookie T, you know they do work, crowd.
What we do again?
If you don't hear from me, nobody they ask of me why.
Oh no, but we know say you there. Every day they call we for the program top, so we know say you there. Or last week you know call.
Come on.
But Peter T, last week you called me with a you vibe or you forget.
Oh, that Cookie T, that you famous from the system.
No, I come back a long time. I come back like 3 months this. You know they see me for the TV talk.
No, even though I've been watching you, I've been watching you on your GMB show, very super.
Peter T, we finished GMB not be today. We finished GMB like 4 months ago. Peter T, are you sure say you did current?
But apart from that program, you disappear from the system.
Then it means say you know they watch Kitchen Wars. You know they watch anything TV3 because I day everywhere like MTN.
Anyway, let me give you the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, Peter T, why you give up?
Nah, I talk to. If you like,
this one be 1-0.
Roland, I lie.
Oh, it be true. If you know the new day, you day Kitchen Wars.
So you know here, say I share money 2 days ago. I share 50,000 for here. You know here.
Cash out, mega jackpot.
Oh, Charlie, I should give
cash money cooking.
Charlie, where my momo phone? They make I send them some momo. It go cool up down.
Peter T,
send them some money.
Peter T, speak to Cookie.
Anyway, let me give the first one.
Peter T, the T-self over you. You say anyway. You talk anyway like 5 times. But no P. Merry Christmas. I make you talk to Cookie.
Merry Christmas to all of you there. and I believe that you people have been superb. You people have been, the best so far that I've recorded in my history book.
Thank you.
As compared to the media landscape that I've been listening, and then so much for TV3. You have been doing well, and we hope that this the next year is going to be another year of progress for TV3,
Thank you.
Which I believe is going to happen. And let me seize the opportunity to say that Merry Christmas
to Alaji Yakondo,
my colleagues, especially my co-workers. Merry Christmas to Alaji Yakondo, Alaji Raouf, Alaji Ava, and Chiamava, all of them. They have been superb. And then let's come to Honorable Noga, also as a regional treasurer for Greater Accra. And all those who are listening to me this morning, especially my family members, Paul Kwashi, who is Paul Rosie, and then Alaji Moka. All of them, I cherish them very, very well.
and they have been good in my life.
Okay.
They have been one of those that have been encouraging and motivating me as well, especially when it comes to issue of how life should prevail in human's life. And it has been so superb.
Okay.
Roland, I take a lot from you, Cookie T. I just want to say that you have failed to accept my proposal, but I don't want to go further into this because we are almost at the end of the 2025.
When you propose, wait till you take propose with me and no accept them. You for ask
Cookie T, quickie.
No, Peter T, let's settle the score. Today is 26, just 5 days to the end of the year. Peter T, when did you propose? With what? When? How?
This is hello.
Oh, Waka.
Peter T, we go talk. Alaji, we go talk. Peter T, Alaji, aka Alaji Yakondo. Peter T, you are last caller.
You make us settle the score because I'm not the bab. It won't crash me this morning. No, Peter T, I'm not the bab. You proposed when, and I refused to accept when. You came to speak to Roland or you came to speak to Johnny? Which of them?
No, don't worry. This proposal should not be a thorn in your flesh. This proposal is to revive good things to come in 2026.
I can't fool. No, but answer the question. When did you propose, Peter T? When? On national TV here?
That is what I'm saying, that this very proposal is
Peter T, go explain to you. Peter T, go explain to you. Merry Christmas.
Let's talk about that one, Lisa. We'll get there. Don't worry, we'll get there.
No problem. I'll be waiting.
AKA Alaji Yakondo.
I'll be waiting, but the proposal better come correct because listen, you just can't come and just propose anyhow here.
Hey.
This is TV3.
What is happening? What is happening?
This is Cookie T, and this is
Please, I have messages. Cookie. So I have messages. Kwesi Mensah, Albany, New York. Good morning to you, and thank you for always staying true to our Merry Christmas to you. And then I have this one from Kwame Boateng. Kwame Boateng says that I'm right here in my hometown of Kede, and I want to say good morning and Merry Christmas to my wife, Riafie Chan. Okay, Riafie Chan, good morning to you. Merry Christmas to my in-law, Kweku Boateng, and then my own brother, Osei. Thank you all for always staying true to your beliefs.
Johnson Amenyo says, good morning, Rolly. I want to use your platform to say a special Merry Christmas to some VVIP women in my life. Mrs. Agbegbo Esenam, Kotoglo Benedicta, and Fanami Gloria.
Fantastic.
God bless them.
What is Fanami?
VVIP. That's how it's spelled. Faname. Fanami. Hello. Fanami.
Okay.
All right.
You have more?
Yes, I'll go through.
I have two more.
Okay, two more.
All right. So, this one, Kweku Edua says, wish a Merry Christmas to my wife Olivia of Nungwa, and then also my brother Kweku Ajenim and the rest of my family members. I love them because they are always staying with me both in hard times and then good times. Philip Abochi from Keta says that happy Boxing Day to all TV3 staff, especially you out there in the studio. I also salute Jerry Pamaga at Club 3T and Sister Olivia of Club 3T from Philip Abochi Keta.
All righty. Now, whilst in the festive season, remember that there's a world-class university right here in Ghana. It's called Rosebank International University, and it's a strong South African university and a brand of the 8V Tech Group, Africa's largest private education provider with 146 schools across 5 African countries and over 100,000 learners, and partly owned by the World Bank through the IFC. Rosebank International University is fully accredited by the South African Qualifications Authority, the British Accreditation Council, G-Tech in Ghana, City Guilds in the UK, and Capsicum Culinary Studio. At Rosebank International University, We offer a Doctor of Business Administration, MBA, Masters of Science, and a Masters of Philosophy in Digital Marketing, Bachelor of Supply Chain Management, targeting professionals in freight forwarding, customs, and many more. We offer hospitality and culinary arts, available at diploma, undergraduate, and postgraduate levels. Our ICT has BSc Information Technology and Business Systems and IT Computer Application Development, all carefully designed to equip you with the skills and qualifications needed for a very successful global career. Our mission is very simple: inspiring excellence. Admissions are now open for the January 2026 year. Now visit our modern campus at the Airport Commercial Opebia House, Accra, or you can also apply online at www.riuc.edu.gh. Rosebank International University, building global citizens.
All right. So, Sonny Kwashi, let me say good morning to you. Ohawu Farmer, you said that's the name I should use. Okay, Sonny Kwashi, good morning to you. And then also I have this one from one of my sophos who is watching me, Reverend, we have to go for a break, right?
Yes.
Reverend
Franklin.
It's not coming.
Have you mentioned the name? Anyway, Franklin Sowa of the Graphic Communications Group, good morning. I hope you had a joyous Merry Christmas. Enjoy the rest of the season.
Reverend Victor Komla Kagbam Bega, okay, Regional Estate Manager, the National Youth Employment, or the Youth Employment Agency. Okay, so thank you for watching us. We're taking a break. We'll be right back.
Yes, next.
mi bria mitinama mitantinama ya saba bama mikakra mo from sonsu mama ya saba becha mi poa si mama mini mumbasi Lora mercy on me papa me dinu bo mintazi.
So the Heritage Band right here, and I already know Tina, the lead singer. You're also a lead singer as well. What's your name?
Candy.
Talking to the mic. Okay. Oh no, don't worry. Okay. Your name is Candy.
Yes, please.
I thought Candy is for women. No,
No, it's for me, Candy.
Candy.
Yeah.
And then Tina, what's your stage name? Tina. Just Tina. Speaking to the mic as well. So where are you based? Where? You're based in Tema. Which part of Tema? Oh, is that so? I'll come and visit you guys. I live not far off. So you play all forms of shows, etc. All right. We'll chat more, okay, within the period. But now we have to bring you Big Issues. Is up next. So let's do Big Issues. We told you about the International Monetary Fund's own comments following their current assessment of the PCPEC program they have with us, wanting an extension of an extra 3 months, meaning that the program will now end in August 2026. But we're here also to have an overall assessment. And then as part of the complementary issues, would also look at over the period of the implementation of this program from 2023 up to date, whether Ghana and the government that is representing, the government of Ghana has also been able to fulfill its end of the bargain, looking at how it was implemented over the period until this time around. But subsequently also, mainly for our main subject to discuss, we'll be taking a look at the MPP primaries, and we're also looking at what the polls are indicating. And it's good, we don't often tend to have Musa Dankwa in the studio, so we have him in the studio, so we're lucky. He's always going to key points as well, to be very expansive and expatiate on many of his research outcomes as well. So we have him in the studio. So I'll just quickly do the introduction. Musa Dankwa is here. Good morning to you, Musa Dankwa. How are you?
I'm doing very well.
Yeah, great.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you as well. Today we had a lot of Muslim callers, and Sheikh Al-Haji Abubakar Napari was telling me how in the Quran, Jesus is mentioned and giving great compliments as well. So I was happy about that. I didn't know that.
That's really?
I didn't know.
I think that is the beauty of having mission schools taking Muslim students. One thing I have done is, in fact, I've learned a lot from Christianity, from being part of Christians, and also reading the Quran. So we are able to understand each other better if you have that kind of interaction.
Mashallah, mashallah. And then I also have a former member of parliament from Myong, and he's here. Good morning to you, Mohammed Abdulaziz.
Good morning, Roland.
Merry Christmas to you.
Same to you.
Right, you're looking good.
Thank you.
Good. And seated close to him is lawyer Austin Bracco Powers. Good morning to you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Lawyer Bracco Powers. And then Professor Enoch Opukwenchi is a governance expert and then a policy analyst. Indeed, before making the decision to come to Ghana to settle, I think, wholly, so to speak, but even though we travel in and out, had been living in the United States of America, and so has taught also in many universities in the US as well. Good morning to you, Professor.
Good morning to your viewers everywhere in the world, and Merry Christmas to every Ghanaian and Christians all over the world.
Fantastic.
A new child was born, and today we have salvation.
Charlie. Are you a preacher?
Yes, I do preach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. God bless you. Because your country, the U.S., its president has been
My
bombing.
country is Ghana.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you live there, so irrespective of how it is,
yes.
you have an affinity to the country that you
Nigeria.
live. Yes, yeah.
They strike Nigeria.
And the president, our president, the global president, Donald Trump, had been bombing parts of Nigeria. Because he'd been warning repeatedly over the last couple of, if not months or weeks, that the insurgents, especially linked to ISIS and all that, Boko Haram insurgents as well as the other terrorists, were hounding Christians, and so said he was warning them. Subsequently, he has moved to phase 1. I don't know.
Yeah, my quick take on that is America is a country of Christians. In God we trust. So if you touch Christians, you are touching Americans. And unfortunately, the Nigerian government has not been able to fix that problem. So warnings have been coming because there's clarion call and crying and lamentation from Christians in the southwest north of Nigeria that they are being killed by these ISIS and Boko Haram. We know of the abductions that is going on. And the funny thing that I saw today...
ISIS.
Yes, ISIS. And the funny thing that I saw today was the Nigerian government saying that the strike from America was a precision of a strike. You know, you've not been able to do it. America is doing it for you, and you are praising Americans. I wish Nigerians would have been able to fight their own fight and the ISIS out. But as it is, I don't know. But we hope that there wasn't an excess, that other people who are innocent, especially women and children, will be affected
civilians
by that,
especially. Because guerrilla warfare is always a difficult thing. America has never been able to grapple with. Somalia is a great example. Afghanistan, they've had some difficulties there, especially when it involves civilians, etc.
But really, I think we must state emphatically that ISIS has killed more Muslims than Christians in Nigeria.
I don't understand.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So your point is that if there has to be a clampdown, it has to be a holistic one.
No, not about clampdown. It's about who has suffered most in Nigerian conflict. ISIS and Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb has fought in the northern Nigeria, not in the south. In the last few days, they bombed a mosque. The point is that, look, when it comes to these international issues, Trump takes his foreign policy from watching Fox News. You know, you must...
Fox is owned by Republicans.
I'm not saying who owns it, but I'm making the fact that he watches Fox and his foreign policy comes from Fox News. Look, we don't want this escalation. Nigerian government must do whatever it takes to defend everybody, regardless of what faith they come from.
Whether you're a Christian or Muslim.
Absolutely.
Why do you say that?
No, because, look, we have seen kidnapping across. And some of the kidnappings are not done by ISIS. It's by bandits in Nigeria, the heads. So it's a complex issue. And I think what America should have done, if you pick intelligence, that there are a group of people who are here, I think it's appropriate for you to give that intelligence to the Nigerian people, for them to take action. If they don't, then you take next steps. Now, how well can America defend Christians in Nigeria if this should escalate? You're not there. So I think it should be joint kind of operations, intelligence sharing, and then you allow the people, the locals, to take the steps that needs to be taken. If they haven't got the tools to do that, then they will call on you to do that for them. And we've seen that happen in Somalia, where Americans and the African AU forces have worked together to target Al-Shabaab. So we have to be very careful the way we approach this thing. It shouldn't be done by just off-the-cuff policy decisions overnight, tweet and Facebook post, and then that's it. That's a dangerous way to approach international diplomacy.
I don't understand. You're making claims that the U.S. president
it's not a claim. I mean,
is making very sensitive decisions on erratic emotions, etc. Is that what you're insinuating?
This is not the first time. We've seen so many of such policies in the last few weeks. So I'm not making any claims. It's what we've seen.
You see, I indicated that the Nigerian government said that that was a precision of a strike. That means they agree. But talking about our sovereignty, I agree with Musa. Our sovereignty means that nobody should just walk into Ghana and start, defending Ghanaians. We have a government in place that is supposed to defend Ghanaians, the same way that we have in Nigeria. But there had been that kind of lamentation and cries to Americans from Christians at that part, that the Nigerian government is not protecting them, so they are pleading to America. And when American government gave warnings, the Nigerian government sat aloof for individuals to be killed. That is why they had to come in. So we agree in some part. But if you say that Trump takes instruction from watching, Fox, and we have all that Foreign Affairs Ministry, Homeland Security, and all those institutions that are in place. So yes, there are excesses, but I think that moving forward, we need governments. We are all independent states, to handle your own affairs. Security is more important than honor. But to sit down for your people to cry and nothing happens. Yes, Muslims have been crying and have been killed. I agree with him. But American government will not go and protect Muslims. Maybe Saudi Arabia or other big Muslim countries will come and do that for them.
I think this approach, and the discussion taking this route, I think is not healthy. Republic must protect everybody. Yeah. Religion should not come in here at all.
Okay.
At all. I don't want to mention religion here.
Yeah, so we'll talk about when we're talking about the MPP.
No,
MPP and the DMB issues.
The reason why I mentioned is that
you see, I see that you're very incensed.
No, look. I am.
Please bring in some water.
I'm a very rational person, and I've been watching even on TikTok the comment about Christians being persecuted in Nigeria. Even Nigerians came out to condemn it. It was fantasy. On a scale of probability, it was just insignificant. So you can't use isolated cases to form a national policy. I mean, okay. This is daft. I mean, people cannot say it, but me, I'll say it.
You don't want to go to the US?
Well, I have no intention.
But the way you're talking national TV,
I am not
Donald Trump. What do you make of international policy, diplomacy also involved? And you know that the US president had been given the warning since. Of course, the US is the biggest global superpower. I'm saying the biggest because now China is emerging. Russia has always been around. So
well, I think I agree with Musa Dankan when he said that the claim by the US government that the bandits,
the US president.
No, I would say US government because he represents. He's a figurehead.
Well, true, but
he's a figurehead. Don't forget that whatever the other secretaries of state do, they do it in the name of the government. I think the data regard to the persecution of Christians is really not true, because I agree with you, because I have fact-checked some of the claims and we realize that it's not a representation of what is happening in Nigeria. And well, this strike, I can tell you that the Nigerian government has no clue. They did not even know about this strike.
Yeah, sure.
What they are doing is to save face. They are just trying. The comments from the Nigerian government is just to save face so that there are people who feel that they are in touch or they are in control. I'm telling you, Donald Trump is someone who is determined. And when he says he is coming after you, come after you. But you see, I think the strike is a demonstration of hypocrisy on the part of the US president. Because we know what is happening in Palestine. We know what Israel is doing. We know what is happening in...
Have you been to the US before?
Who?
You?
Yes, I have.
Do you intend going again? Because this is what Donald Trump's tweet.
Oh, but it has nothing to do.
But the thing is that Roland, let's
put Donald Trump's tweet.
Roland, let it be noted that my position on matters of or my position on actions of the US president has nothing to do with whether they give me visa or not. That's their problem. They are entitled to deny me visa.
Why you have multiple?
I know what the thing is that what I'm saying is that we must be a people of conscience and principles. And whatever they do, we must be able to criticize them.
They said tonight, at my directions as Commander-in-Chief, the United States launched a powerful and deadly strike against ISIS terrorist camp in northwest Nigeria, who have been targeting and viciously killing primarily innocent Christians at levels not seen for many years, and continues. And even in centuries, I have previously warned these terrorists that if they did not stop the slaughtering of Christians, there will be hell to pay. And tonight, there was. The Department of War executed numerous perfect strikes as only the United States is capable of doing under my leadership. Our country will not allow radical Islamic terrorists to prosper. And then he ends or concludes by saying, may God bless our military and all that. Which is
hypocrisy. It's hypocrisy.
Really?
Yes, it's hypocrisy. Because the thing is that...
Lawyer
I'm telling you.
Hypocrisy?
No, Donald Trump is a hypocrite. Because there are things that he is supervising that the world, even the United Nations has refused to call him to order.
You mean he's playing ostrich?
I'm saying he's a hypocrite. And that we need to speak true to the fact. The thing is that, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you that what Israel is doing to the Palestinians, when there have been repeated calls, and even Ghana's policy has been that let us have a two states within the same geographical location. You are trying to favor one state against the other, and we are saying that this is hypocrisy. You cannot be leaving what is happening in Palestine and you come to Nigeria just for people to know that you are more Christian than who. What I'm saying is that Donald Trump has not been factual. Most of his actions have been actuated by malice and not by the fact. So the thing is that let us not see what he has done in Nigeria as anything. I think rather the AU must be able to rise to the defense of Nigerians. What they are doing, and I'm scared because there may be some casualties. Innocent lives may be lost. Civilians. Just because your mind is you are going to target ISIS. And the thing is that US, even though they have, because we credit them for gathering credible intelligence, but you cannot invade into someone's territory.
You mean sovereignty is at stake?
It's very important because if we sit aloof and allow them to cause this damage to Nigeria, who knows? Tomorrow they may come after another country. So we must be able to call the president out and let the United States know that we are not in a world where
you're making serious claims. So that is,
I'm saying
he's breaching the UN Charter.
The argument that both individuals are making. What is the premise?
Exactly. Because but the thing is that
Powers, what is the premise here?
Prof, the premise is that you cannot leave your country and go somewhere and bomb. Why won't you work in concert with the country?
So let's digest that.
The United States of America.
Yes. No, we must be able to call
I don't think both of you listening to me.
It's because, Prof, nobody is attacking you. We've not said, we are not even...
I'm a Democrat. I'm not defending policies of Trump.
We are not attacking you. We are not attacking you.
So what I'm saying is that, okay,
we are not attacking you.
You have a premise, and the premise, you do your conclusion based on the premise of your argument.
I'm saying that
you are not more Nigerian.
Let him.
You see, you're not more Nigerian than a Nigerian.
No, I can't be more. I'm an African. I'm an African. You think Nigerians are happy with what is happening?
But the government has endorsed that. The government is saying that there was a position of a strike.
No, it's not an endorsement.
So it's what?
It's not an endorsement. I'm saying that the government is saving its face. Yes, because you cannot. The thing is that your people will see you as a weak and a government that cannot defend its people. Well, especially when the message is out there that the U.S. government did not consult you, and straight away they just went to your country to invade or to sort of attack some ISIS or ISIS contingent or some people. Well, what I'm saying is that what the U.S. government has done or what U.S. president has done is bad, and AU must be able to issue a statement to condemn that. They must be in their lane, because what I'm saying is that they sat there, they allow human beings to be massacred, killed, some to be starved in Palestine.
In Palestine.
Yes. So what are they doing? What did they do about that? You only sit there and be tweeting, and you will be sending messages on Instagram and others. You should go and address the issue. What Israel is doing is bad. Yes, what Israel is doing is bad.
You are saying that it's part of double standards?
Oh, of course. I'm saying Donald Trump is a hypocrite. And I'm not scared to say that. He's a hypocrite. Because the thing is that...
When was the last time you went to the US?
Oh, I'm not even interested. Roland, the thing is that, let me tell you. All I'm saying is that we must be able to call Donald Trump out, because his actions repeatedly are jeopardizing the peace of this world. And we must be able to do that. I expect the UN, even though the UN is a weaker version of what we had expected, I expect the UN, at least you issue a statement or condemn what is happening. And I expect the AU. The AU must also be active. And ECOWAS, that is always favoring sitting president against the people, should now speak for the people. Because what the US president is doing, we must be able to call him to order and let him focus on what is ahead of him. He has issues in his own country. There are mass killings of citizens, innocent citizens. People are wielding arms and they are moving about, spraying people with bullets. Why is he concentrating on that? Who has invited him to this place? AU and ECOWAS should focus on Nigeria and help address the issue over there. I think the US president is a hypocrite, and we must call him to order.
What are your own views, Mr. Abdulaziz?
Roland.
The Honorable Abdulaziz.
Good morning to you and good morning to my colleague panelist. Speaking to issues of religion is very emotional and sensitive. I think that I share the position of Musa Dankwa. Nigeria is a sovereign state. The US cannot turn itself into the global air police. If indeed they have any intelligence, they could have shared with the Nigerian government to do what is necessary. But to launch strikes on Nigeria, I think it is not proper, it's unfair, it threatens global peace. And like my colleagues have said, I expect the AU and ECOWAS to make a very strong statement on this, that you cannot do this to another sovereign state. We have seen the US invasion of other countries and how it ended. There are lessons for us to learn from. And so I strongly condemn what is happening in Nigeria from the US. All lives must be protected. Donald Trump should not be seen to be worried or protecting only Christian lives. All lives are important, irrespective of their religious persuasions. I say this not because I'm a Muslim, but I'll be unhappy to see a Christian being killed for no reason. That is bad. Equally, a Christian should be worried that a Muslim is being killed for no reason. I'm sure that in these attacks, some innocent lives would have been lost, including both Muslims and Christians. We must be very careful in dealing with such sensitive issues. I can understand why the Foreign Affairs Ministry of Nigeria wants to make a statement that there was some intelligence sharing. This was not an attack by the Nigerian government in collaboration with the US. It was a sole action by the government of US, and that is condemnable, and we must all condemn that, irrespective of our religious persuasions. I don't think it is fair to Africa. I don't think it is fair to the people of Nigeria.
All right, let's come back home. And you wanted to put some conclusion to, because
being an African, I agree with all that they are saying. Sovereignty of a nation matters to me, and to invade in somebody's country, but blame the Nigerian government that they sat down for this to happen, for another government of another country to continuously give them warnings that these Christians are reaching out to us. Yes, Christian, Muslim, traditional religion, nobody wants to die. We all go home one day, but we don't have to go now.
Prof, we have seen videos of Muslim girls, in fact, mostly Muslim girls, who are kidnapped for weeks, months, and years. We have seen videos. All these videos that we have seen, we haven't seen Christian girls abducted or kidnapped. What we have mostly seen on our televisions are Muslim girls who have been kidnapped, largely because these groups are against Western education.
Yes, Boko Haram.
Right?
Yes.
And so the narration that Christians are under some special attack in Nigeria is not a fair position on the ground. Right? And we're also saying that, look, for the purposes of our sovereignty, the respect of the black man, the respect for Africa, we should not endorse any action of US launching attacks in Nigeria. And I've also given you examples of where they have been to. Libya is one, Afghanistan is another. What has been the end result? Only Nigerians can protect themselves. For how long can they launch these attacks? For how long? Only Nigerians can protect themselves. All lives are important, and Donald Trump, and for that matter, any leader, should be interested in protecting lives, irrespective of the political or the religious persuasion of those people.
So we are all trying to open the right door with the right keys. And I don't know why, because of the angle that I'm coming from, that is, I said that Nigeria, one, is a sovereign nation. And a sovereign nation means nobody should invade into your space, either airspace or, land space, without your agreement. But then Trump has been giving warnings. And what did the Nigerian government do? Yes, Boko Haram and all the ladies and what have gone through, nobody likes it. Who likes it? And we all have to condemn the action of another country invading another country. I agree with you on that. But I'm saying that moving forward, we should be able to protect our own people. Because for far too long, either Boko Haram, these girls being abducted, that we all agree, or the Christians crying out to Americans to help them, it is bad. And we need to stop it. That is what I'm saying. I'm not praising anybody for whatever they have done. That is wrong on its own entity. But we also have to do well to protect our own people.
All right, now let's come to the center. And it's, let's see whether we can quickly go into the stables of the IMF and then get into the MPP primaries as quickly as possible. The economy, if you do an assessment of how Ghanaians love the current government or not, or in terms of the ratings, so to speak, what do you pick up, especially in relation to the economy and the governance structure?
Roland, I can only speak to data.
Sure, you are here because of data.
And facts. And we've been monitoring this data for the past 5-6 years. So we know the trend of how people were feeling before and now. If you look at the current perception about where the country is headed, about 66% believe Ghana is headed in the right direction. This figure was about 36% in 2024, around this time around. If you look at people's response to their standard of living, nearly 60% say it has improved compared to last year. If you ask them about their optimism for the future, which is very important, because sometimes things could be temporary, you ask them, are they hopeful that things will get better in the future? Another 60% said yes, they are hopeful. And this being hopeful is driven by the current sentiment they feel about the economy. If there is a warning sign that the economy is going to tank, they will be pessimistic about the future. So you can see that the horizon for them is a positive one. And that is reflecting in the way people are feeling and responding to the polls. I believe that whether it's honeymoon, that honeymoon is way, we're not seeing the end of it yet. I don't know, I've never had a history of tracking poll after elections. I don't know how short or how long honeymoons last. But this one appears to be almost a year on and it's still in the mid-60s.
What's accounting for that, based on what you're picking on the sentiment?
Think, look, there are few things that drive people's sentiments. One is inflation.
At the macro level?
At the macro level.
Indicators.
Those indicators. Because they reflect in the cost of goods and services. And again, food price inflation in particular, which has come down quite significantly. Especially when you link that to the imported items, which is also driven by exchange rate. So the strength of the currency has made certain goods very, very cheap compared to a year ago.
Very, very cheap?
Yes. I mean, if you say price of certain things coming down by 50%, for our standards, this is quite significant. And most people, look, if you look at the people's budget, household budget, over 60% goes into food. So once you're able to tackle the food aspect of inflation, I think people's sentiment and mood will change. And it is the inflation that is coming down, the CD performance against the foreign currencies, also a large factor to what we are seeing right now.
How are people, apart from Accra, Kumasi, and the big cities, able to share in that? Because when it comes to the pattern of expenditure and consumer spending, and then the effect of perhaps the poor macro indicators, it's only the big spenders in the big cities, those who own businesses, those who drive policy, those who make the commentary at the pressure group and civil society level, who tend to feel it the most.
This kind of sentiment cuts across the entire country.
Really?
When you look at those who say the country is heading in the right direction, every region believe that by majority, the country is heading in the right direction. Every region. Every region says that the standard of living has improved across. There's no exception. When you ask them about the optimism for the future, every region is optimistic that things would improve. We haven't seen North and South. It's just across board.
Okay. At the government circles, the former member of parliament from you, that's Mohammed Abdulaziz. How are you taking these, so to speak, in terms of the reaction towards how well the economy is being managed or not?
Roland, we are excited. And we're excited because Ghanaians are excited. Apart from the data that Musa Danko has just shared with us, you're also aware that we are recording recoveries in the economy. The IMF, the ECF that we signed with the IMF in 2023 May had some targets that we were supposed to meet. By the end of 2024, we had missed out on most of these targets that we signed onto. Thankfully, you are aware that when President Mohamed NDC assumed power somewhere in January this year up to today, we have seen inflation trend downwards from nearly 24% to about some 6.3% today. That is not just data. It also reflects in the experiences that Ghanaians go through in their markets. For instance, a liter of fuel that was sold for almost 25 Ghana cedis in 2022, somewhere in November, and then later around 17 Ghana cedis somewhere November 2024, is today going for averagely 12 Ghana cedis, a liter of petroleum products. Roland, I saw a post by somebody, I don't know if I can mention his name, but somebody who is not an NDC person, somebody who is for like apolitical, indicate that he went to buy iron rods, and I'm sure you have seen it.
Kofi Asare.
Kofi Asare.
A big critic of the Akufo-Addo government, yes.
Of course, he was very critical of the NDC.
Of the first NDC.
This is not somebody you can say is an NDC person. He says that iron rods that he used to buy at 10,000 Ghana cedis today, he went to buy same at 7,500 Ghana cedis. That is about 25% reduction in price. Today, we are told that a bag of maize that was going for 700 Ghana cedis today goes for somewhere around 300 Ghana cedis. Yesterday, I saw a receipt. Somebody went to buy a cement somewhere in Ashanti region at 74 Ghana cedis. So when we say inflation is trending downwards, those are the lived experiences of Ghanaians. And as a government, we're excited because we promise to make life better for the ordinary Ghanaian. And that's exactly what we are doing. In fact, when the Minister for Finance appeared before Parliament for vetting, I'm sure most of us have actually forgotten. He had three things he said he wanted to achieve: to cut expenditure, reduce our debt levels, and also stabilize the local currency. Today, the cedi is selling for around 11.5 Ghana cedis. He has been able to cut expenditure. He has been able to cut waste in the system. And so to the extent that the Ghanaian people are enjoying all these goodies from President Mahama and the NDC, we can only be excited. The ECF that we have with the IMF is scheduled to end somewhere in May next year, yes. Ideally. But the IMF is proposing that we extend the ECF to somewhere August. I'm sure the managers of the economy and cabinet would consider the proposal by the IMF. If it would inure to the benefit of Ghanaians, why not? And if it is the other way around, I'm sure government would be able to take a decision that would inure to the benefit of the ordinary Ghanaians. But on the, I mean, it's not surprising to us that about 66% of Ghanaians think that the country is moving in the right direction. Some people, for very pure political reasons, will not see anything good under President Mahama and the NDC. and so they can come under 34%. But we believe that, look, Ghanaians are experiencing what they haven't seen before. In my life, this is the only first time I have seen prices of goods going down. In fact, when we started talking about the inflation, our colleagues in the NPP...
I don't understand. Prices of goods haven't gone down.
Oh, Roland, tell me, in what point in time or history did we record prices going down, especially at the level that we are seeing today? Tell me in your adult life. No.
Oh, how?
No. No. Tell me. So what we are simply saying is this. If the government deems it fit to extend the IMF deal, we would. When we started talking about the inflation, I nearly lost my thought on that. Our colleagues were saying that, oh, inflation is trending down, but prices are still going up. Very, very loose analysis.
Why is it loose?
Because inflation trending down does not mean that prices would go down.
Reduce.
What it means is that the rate at which prices go up would slow down. In this case, we're even seeing prices going down. In fact, the food security report shows that food prices in this country since January have gone down by 32%. Right? And so I am hoping to see, maybe one would go into 2026, would begin to record disinflation. I'm sure we are going to have inflation in the negative.
Yeah.
And that is when Ghanaians would see much, much better goodies than they are seeing today.
Aren't you being too optimistic? Because the pressures are coming.
From where?
That the excessive rationalization also means that we haven't been spending in areas.
Roland, that is not true. That's not true.
Especially when it comes to procurement. Of course, we have the big push, which has a 60 billion budget.
Roland, that is not true. When they say we're not spending,
that's the criticism being leveled against government.
No. Today, my assembly, that used to receive on the average 300,000 Ghana cedis a quarter as common fund, today receives about 2 million Ghana cedis a quarter.
Your assembly?
I'm telling you. Ask all the assemblies. They are now receiving their assembly common funds in millions, not in thousands. Some assemblies have received to the tune of 6 million Ghana cedis.
Why is that?
It's because we have stopped making some deductions in Accra. We are making adequate allocations to the assemblies because development must be locally based.
I see.
I'm saying that assemblies that used to receive about 300,000 Ghana cedis today receives about 2 million Ghana cedis. Why? Haven't we made releases to the health insurance fund? Haven't we uncapped the health insurance fund? Haven't we uncapped a get fund? Don't we make releases? They promise to do no fee stress. Are we not on course? Free tertiary education for people living with disabilities. We are making prudent expenditure. What we don't do and will not do would be to use about $90 to $100 million in digging a hole. That we will not do. Those are the waste expenditure that President Mahama and the NDC will not do.
So you're saying the supporters of those one are those criticizing?
Oh,
is that the claim you're making?
These are our political opponents, and their arguments lacks merit.
Austin,
the facts on the ground doesn't speak to that.
Okay. If you make reference to the fifth report, based on the assessments within the program by the IMF board, there's every indication that they seem to be happy with the trend, the way the program has been implemented, the ECF in itself. Because they say the reforms are yielding results after the 2024 period policy slippages. Okay, so we went off track. And so they say that they will rate this as being satisfactory in the first place. But I mean, you are out there, you engage with clients, with the generality of the public, etc. The government has been getting accolades generally. The citizens seem to be getting a buy-in, or the government is getting a buy-in from the citizens. Yet some sections of the business community say, we want you to spend. The government is also arguing, just like he has, I want to spend right. where do we dovetail both sides of the narrative?
Well, I think this is a familiar script.
I don't understand.
It's a familiar script. I think
you're familiar with the script?
Musa Dankwa was saying that he didn't conduct poll after the 2016 election. I'm sure if he had done that, he would have, in 2017, he would have also found similar pattern.
Like where Ken Oforiato was giving accolades, great.
That period, 2017.
2018.
You get it. So that's what I'm saying, that it's a familiar script. So it doesn't come to me as a surprise. And what my question to this government is, they should be careful of the IMF. Because the politics at the IMF is scary. Because if you read repeatedly their reports, particularly from 2017, they were praising the government then. At a point when the opposition then, the NDC was in opposition, the NDC was saying the macroeconomic stability is vulnerable. IMF was saying that the government was on track. Then quickly when the government exited, the IMF started releasing or revealing some of the underlying unresolved vulnerabilities. So it's a familiar script. I have said that there are so many factors that, in fact, that deliver a strong economy or seemingly strong economy after elections. And even the shock, a change of government is itself a shock, a factor. And I'm sure Musa Dankwa will, the process will confirm that there are a lot of factors. Policies, sometimes the confidence of the international community, even in the new government. Because sometimes they feel the previous government.
So you mean that if the old government had continued, we would have slipped deeper into a hole?
No, because so they were losing confidence. The previous government lost international confidence and even domestic confidence. So clearly there was an urgent need for a change of government. That's what I'm saying, that the mere change itself is a contributing factor to what we are witnessing now, and not only because of the policies that this government has rolled out. But here's the thing, Roland.
You don't think that being prudent in expenditure, rationalizing it, is the best way to be able to manage this economy from what we've seen over the last couple of years?
No. What I know is that to win ourselves off IMF oxygen, we need to, be committed to fiscal discipline. I agree, but to deliver a sustainable economy, fiscal discipline alone is not enough. We must take steps to diversify the economy itself, focus on matters like industrialization and cutting down import dependency. There's a mix of other factors or things that the government will need to roll out. So being fiscally disciplined is not in itself a foolproof, let me say, measure or something that will insulate you from economic vulnerabilities. Roland, what I'm saying is that I think this government has a choice. And like you were articulated, the IMF has given a proposal to extend the program. I have said that it's our continuous dependence on the IMF is really not nice. In fact, it shows that we are very weak when it comes to policy decisions. In fact, policy incoherence, economic management. Sometimes I wonder when we have fine brains who sat in lecture halls with some of the managers of the US economy, the UK economy, yet we tend to go to IMF. And the IMF recently, they issued a policy note on Ghana. I think it was published on 22nd December. And they noted that we spent almost 40% of our 68 years. That's our existence. That's Ghana since independence. So from independence to date, we spent 40 years out of 68 with them. That is staggering. And to think that...
there are countries like Korea, Brazil, Argentina, etc. They've been on numerous IMF programs and they've done well.
Yes, and even when you look at the rate at which they go in and come out, some of them stop. But it looks like it's like a game of chess. We go in and we come out. So, Roland, what I'm saying is, if this government is convinced that it has laid a solid foundation, it should not agree to an extension, because it doesn't augur well. And to think that we are in the top 10 African countries that borrow from IMF and is always sort of dependent on IMF, it's not good for us. The government must take. I agree that we are enjoying some benefits from the actions and activities of the government. But if they think they've laid a solid foundation, they shouldn't go for the extension.
Professor Intri.
Yes.
So far, it looks like for many of the African governments and countries, if we're under the Bretton Woods programs, we tend to do well. We tend to be fiscally prudent, rationalized, and disciplined. And we witnessed that up to 2018, 2019 trouble. Before then, we had some difficulty saying, and this time around, I mean, we were off tangents, or up to the last year. A new government comes, there's discipline, there's that rationalization. Everybody is on their toes. I mean, we can go beyond 3 months, right?
It's interesting to listen to all my colleagues.
Because
I have the benefit of the doubt.
I deliberately made you...
For the last... my orientations are different, and sometimes we all have to agree to disagree agreeably. Even you don't need education to know that this country is going on the right direction. I'm a professor and I swim in data. Unfortunately, Ghanaians don't believe in research. They believe rather in prophecies than research. But research is everywhere. World Bank and IMF, they do research, and that is what drives the data. So I agree with them that the Ghana country as a country, we are going in the right direction. The government is doing great. NPP people know, NDC people know. When something is good, everybody sees it. You don't have to have a political color to see that. But again, we need to be watchful of the trend. Why do I say so? Because the IMF works with Ghana. They don't work for Ghana. I'm using my words with care. They don't work for Ghana. They work with Ghana. So we have to know the history of the IMF from 1947 after the Second World War and what happened. The IMF and the World Bank work together and they have similarities. The first one is that they are owned and directed by the governments of member nations. Now, almost every country in the world is a member of IMF. They are both concerned with the economic issues of the country. Both of them are headquartered in Washington, D.C., in the U.S. There's a reason why. There's also the reason why both focus on broadening and strengthening the economies of member nations. And then they hold annual joint meetings to collaborate together, and then they share joint task forces and sessions and research efforts. Now, the French were the first to borrow from the IMF. I want that to be on record, that the French were the first to borrow from the IMF. We joined in the 1960s, and the Soviets joined in 1989. After that, we have gone to over 189 countries. We have gone to the IMF almost every 4 years after independence. We've gone almost 18 times, and it means that we cannot leave. 17. I said almost.
Almost.
I always choose my word.
Yeah. No, the English is right. Please continue, Professor Intri.
So the reason why we've been going there almost every time is that we are not learning from, because the IMF and the World Bank are borrowers. They are borrowers. Now, a borrower is just like somebody who borrows money in my village. That person do not have your interest at heart.
He's making profit.
The person is making profit out of you. So there will be structural, adjustment, pay this, pay that. Recently, there was 367 million that we had to pay after an extension of 2 years. Now, listen to me. The Shraj boss said that corruption alone at $2 billion. $2 billion. And you are scrambling for $369 million. From IMF. We don't need to go to the IMF, because the more you borrow, that money will linger, the interest rate and everything, you will never stop paying. Let me show you how the IMF have been criticized and the reason why we don't have to go there. I was talking to some chiefs this weekend, this Christmas, and they told me that, Prof, tell the government that if they are able to put those people who have embezzled money into jail, they don't care about interest rate, they don't care about anything, put them to jail. The people of Ghana want to know that NDC comes and they say NPP people have been corrupted. They've embezzled money. We know about the national service issue. We know about the Adubuahin issues. And it's back and forth and back and forth. Nothing happens. Ghanaians don't want to see that again. They want people who have embezzled our money to be put to jail and their assets confiscated. I saw that somebody said they were supposed to pay 22 million out of the 38 million, right? The name was not mentioned. And government should take that money and put that person to jail too. And confiscate all the assets. That is what Ghanaians want to see. Because for far too long, the money that we earn here from our gold, timber, bauxite, lithium, all this money is in the country. And about a quarter of it falls into individual pockets. So Ghanaians say I should tell the government that put those who have embezzled our money to jail. They don't care about inflation. They don't care about anything that is going on. It is good for them. But they want to see people who have embezzled our money to go to jail so that previous government and subsequent government will come and they will sort that. Now let me go to the IMF. The conditionalities are very, very strict when it comes to them.
Very stringent.
Because they are looking for higher taxes and then lower spending. So kind of, we talk about sovereignty. They are dictating for you. Americans know how they decide the economy, what to do. You don't come and decide for them that you are a development partner.
They keep you stagnant.
Definitely. They keep you in perpetual debt because they are working with you, not for you. And they have a job once you keep coming and borrowing from them. Remember, the headquarters is in Washington, D.C., both the IMF and the World Bank. And there's a reason why John Maynard Keynes and Henry Dexter Wright, who formed the idea of the IMF and the World Bank, there's a reason why they formed it. It wasn't formed by us. And there's a reason why they formed it. The second one is that they always go for higher interest rates to stabilize the currency of you. Do you know why currencies are rated? That we all trade the whole world in the dollar instead of the euro and the others. They make sure that they rate currencies. So recently, America is weighted 41.73% as a weighted currency, and that's why the whole world you have to trade their currency. And then they weight the Europe at 30.93, Chinese yuan at 10.93, and the British pound is 8.09. There is a reason why they rate currencies. So our currencies are not rated when it comes to international market. There's a reason why, also an ethical reason why they also list money at the highest. So you see, the highest currency in US is the $100 bill. There's a reason why it is like that. But if you go to the euro, what is the highest currency? It's 500. Americans will never go above 100. There's a reason why so their economic policies are calculated. We just go to borrow and then they tell you, go and do it like this. They give you conditionalities and we go for it because we have borrowed from them. And a debtor is an asset. Those of you who have done accounting, a debtor is an asset. So if you owe me, you are my asset. I can do whatever I want to do. Debt collectors can call you in US at 1 a.m., even on Sundays when you are at church, because you owe them.
They called you before?
Oh, definitely. If you owe, they will call you.
They called you?
Debt collectors will call you. I was a Ghana Association president in Cincinnati. I know what I'm talking about. They will call you. So they will keep calling you because you owe them. The other thing is that structural adjustments have not worked for us. So we talk about privatization, deregulation, reducing corruption and bureaucracy. That has not worked for us. We shouldn't sit down for another country to come and tell us to reduce corruption. We should do it ourselves. The same way I compare Nigeria issue. If I'm in my home and I'm busy with my wife and somebody come to separate us in a fight, they know how to separate the fight, right? They will push you more because you are beating a woman. So we should be watching against that. The other one is lack of transparency and involvement. Some of these IMF people, some of the policies they give to us, there's lack of transparency. They don't even involve the country. You don't have a say because they are giving you money, they tell you what to do. Remember the last time we had Kenke party? We received money and had Kenke. You've gone to borrow and you are celebrating it with Kenke party. Maybe the next time will be Wache party or whatever.
The Kenke party was to herald.
And then we also have a situation where IMF have been supporting some coup d'etats and military people who have abused, individuals, and we don't like it. So what I'm saying is that African countries should sit down and ask ourselves, with all the plethora of resources in the bellies of our land, do we need the IMF? It is high time we make our own decisions because before independence, yes. But now if you go and borrow money and the person who is borrowing the money also asks you to use the money the way they want you to use it, then will you be held accountable if it doesn't work?
I see.
I leave the question to Ghanaians to answer.
The subject, I remember for many of your research outcomes, the economy, corruption became very topical, and education, of course. We had top 5, health also involved in that. And where we are because the government had become unpopular, and so they were booted out. And hearing the party is convening another presidential election again to make sure that they come back to power. They're very sure that is the MPP, that 2028, that was the election year, they're going to come back. So on the 7th of January 2028, one of the 4 who is elected as presidential candidate would be And key among them, apart from Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, you find that Kennedy Japan has been very strong on the subject of entrepreneurship, the economy, etc. How are their messages selling among the delegates in the first place?
If you look at the current campaign from both camps, they kind of look at a hybrid kind of campaign.
Hybrid?
Hybrid. They are looking at delegate at the same time talking to the country. Because whatever people say in the country, delegates tend to hear it as well. So you can see that they are kind of splitting their messages into appealing to the delegate in terms of internal structuring, reorganization, making them better and that kind of thing. At the same time, telling Ghanaians what they will do if they're given the chance. It's been very difficult in terms of seeing which messages the people are really going for. But one thing, or that one message that has been very effective so far from the polling data is really about their internal elections and the fact that if you present somebody for the second time, that person tends to do better in the subsequent elections.
But that's historical analysis, trend analysis.
No, the trend is there, but also from the data, what we've spoken to delegates.
Okay.
In the November poll, about 59% of them believe that yes, if you present someone for the second time, the chances get enhanced. But in the current polling, that number has dropped to 50%.
To 50%?
Yes, from 59 to 50.
Ideally, what should have been?
There's no benchmark.
Okay.
But you can say that half of the delegates believe that.
50-50.
50-50. No, not in fact, not 50-50, because half believe so. Others have no opinion.
Okay.
Those who oppose that notion about 20-something%, which is not very big. So you could see that large delegates believe that second chance for candidate does better. That, I think, seems to have cut through for one of the candidates. This is Baumia. Because he's the one that was presented before. He's the one that...
So the second coming...
It will be him.
Favors
him. So...
the resurrection of the Messiah.
The Messiah. I think that is what is working for him so far. And also, the issue of risk-taking by delegates is a big factor. You know, if you are a young person, you tend to take risk. But you have more years ahead of you. Experiment. But delegates are not younger delegates. They are 45 and above to 60, 70 years.
The MPP delegates?
Delegates. So Kennedy tends to appeal more to the younger delegates who are risk takers.
What are the demographics in terms of the delegates' population?
Now, let me look at the current data, the age group. People who are 18 to 24, about 4%.
Oh, you don't mean it. How many are they?
Oh, because they will be younger. Because
but how many generally are the delegates for the MPP?
Maybe around 250 thereabout with the expansion. But the
totally 250,000.
Over 250, over 200,000 or so.
200,000. And they only have 4% of them young.
The bulk of the delegates are in the grassroots, the police station executives.
Okay.
They account for more than 90% of the voting bloc. Now, the last time the album was revised was about 4 years ago.
Okay.
So you don't expect a lot of young people to go in there. So, but they still have people who are 24 years in the album, about 4%.
4%.
But those who are 25 to 24, about 15%. So below 34, about 19%. Now, 45% are between 35 and 44 years.
45%?
Yes, 45%.
35 to 44 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 29% people who are between 45 and 54 years. So this two block is going to give you around 74%. They are heavily skewed conservatives. And these guys are very risk averse.
Yes.
So taking risk for them is difficult. So the album itself has been one of the challenges that Kennedy has to fight from the demographic point of view.
Okay.
And that is something that I don't know how.
So let me ask you, from the numbers that you're polling, is it the delegates and the demographic of the delegates and their behavioral pattern that is keeping Ken under 32%?
I think so.
Okay.
No doubt.
can I then interpret what you're saying to mean that he's appealing to people or demographics outside the MPP delegate structure?
On the broader level, he appeals to younger delegates.
Okay. Why?
Well, for what I said, conservatism. You know, and the MPP is conservative party. They want to preserve things that they know, things that are not kind of very dynamic. They tend to keep things smooth and stable. Radicalism is not what you associate conservative parties with. So
but Ken has been speaking power. Have you watched some of his campaign? I'm always on TikTok.
No, I'm
He's having bottles of shampoo. I mean, beg my pardon. Whether it's fruit juices and experiment and telling them that, look, I have business dealings in so and so areas. I have invested so much in certain areas, and so trying to actually practicalize why entrepreneurship and investing in the private sector should be the way we oil the economy and revive Ghana.
Is that what the people want to hear, the delegates? I don't know. I haven't done any survey to know what they want to hear. But from what we've been hearing from them, it's about common theme.
Okay.
The common theme appear not to kind of be the style of Kennedy.
Okay. My last question then will be, how do the numbers run for there? How many are there? 4 or 5? 5. I mean, what are the numbers like, the percentages?
At the moment, it is about 45%.
45%.
Plus or minus 2% margin of error.
So if there's an election today, he would win?
Yeah, I think he will win.
Okay, and then who is the second?
Kennedy's second now, 31%.
31%.
Plus or minus 2% margin of error.
Okay. So,
and then Brian is about
so
3%.
33, 34.
I mean, if you do upper limit, but don't forget that
no, I want to do upper.
There are about 9% who are undecided and 10% who said they will not disclose. So,
okay, so if we add 31 and then we to the 9, we get 40.
Add the 31 to the 11%.
Okay, so 42%.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be very, very conservative for no, the group who are undisclosed, but those who are undecided, they are the ones that will really determine who wins the
and then who is following?
It's about 9%.
Who is following third?
Third is Brian on 3%.
Okay, and then fourth.
The rest is Edichum below 0.5 and engineer also below 0.4.
As for the NDC, you have no business with the MPP. You've been observing the message in the campaigns, so I'll give you 2 minutes. Just wrap up on it.
Oh, Roland, 2 minutes will not be enough. I beg you.
No, because they're having some interesting.
2 minutes. 2 minutes will not be enough. You see, the MPP, like any other political party, is a public institution, and so whether we belong to the MPP or not, we have a stake in that party. It's a public institution.
We need survivor.
Because this is a party that seeks to govern this country. And I live in this country, so we have interest in what's going on in the MPP. Now, we have about 4 or 5 of them running for the flag bearership race. Sometimes I ask myself, how soon and how did we get here? How did the MPP get to where they are today? Growing up, we saw the likes of Hackman Osu Ajiman, right? We saw the likes of Papa Osu Ankoma. We saw the likes of Konedu Apreku. These were real men of substance who aspired to lead this party. Today, the MPP has sunk so low to the extent that all those who are running, trust me, Roland, ask yourself what is your track record. Today, everybody who is able to mobilize some few millions into his bank account sees himself as a presidential material.
Why not?
It should not be about money.
Money runs politics.
It should be about substance and what you bring on board.
You've campaigned to be MP.
Yes, but Roland, it's because
and even re-enter the race again.
Yes, it's because I felt I had the capacity to govern the constituency. For instance, when you talk about Brachampo, at the mention of his name, what comes to your mind? And here also by elections crisis. The purchase of a hotel, estate property. These are the things that will come to your mind. Dr. Mahmoud Ebaumia, this man suffers credibility deficits. Nobody in this country trusts him again. And we again.
Yes, Ken.
Kennedy
is the only one who cannot do anything.
Please. How did they get where they are today? That Ken wants to be president of this republic.
It's a businessman.
It's
Long-standing member of parliament for.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That when somebody makes a few millions, when somebody thinks he or she is rich, then suddenly he sees himself as a potential president. Let's take this country serious. But you see, for us in the NDC, we don't care who emerges as their leader or their flag bearer. We don't. Because we are very confident that the Ghanaian electorate is rational. And that no voter, if the trend continues to be what it is today, would abandon the NDC and go in for the MPP, irrespective of who leads them. In fact, I am very sure that at the end of the day, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia would win. That's what it looks like. And so I'm not surprised that it's somewhere around 45% plus or minus 2%. But you see, if he gets anything less than 50%, at the last primaries, he scored about 61%. If the man gets anything less than 50%, what that would mean is that about half of his own party people have rejected him. Even when he scored 61%, what was his percentage of votes at the national elections? Anything below 50% means a lot of issues for him. You see, Roland, when we're talking about the economy and stuff like that, we have so forgotten that in the next few days, President Mahama and the NDC would have been exactly 1 year in government. We have not recorded a single corruption scandal.
Yet.
And we don't intend to. We will not. Because the warning is very clear from President Mahama. Every appointee is very cautious of what he or she does. Because the man says that if you are caught in the web, I will not protect you. And you can see it in the man's demeanor that he will not protect any appointee who misbehaves. Now, how on earth would all these things that we have talked about, a rational electorate in Ghana would abandon the NDC and vote for the MPP and vote for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia? Would Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia now return back to the economy, or he still be talking about digitalization? If he decides to come back to the national economy, what would he be talking about? Public debt, the city? This was the man who told us that when you are in doubt, watch the exchange rate. And to our MPP folks today, if you are in doubt whether the economy is being managed well or not, just go by the words of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Watch the exchange rate, which is now around 11.5 Ghana cedis, as against 17 Ghana cedis under the MPP. And so we are very comfortable that at the next post, very comfortable, that at the next post in 2028, the mandate of the NDC would be renewed. I can't see any of these 4 or 5 people either. Look, I take some inspiration from.
Please wrap up for me.
Bra Champon. Bra Champon describes Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, these are not my words, as a rotten tomato, and that no seller would take a rotten tomato to the market to sell. These are the words of Bra Champon. Roland, in the history of this country, no presidential candidate on the ticket of the MPP or the NDC has scored 0 in any polling station. Dr. Bawumia scored 0 in about 40 polling stations. In 7 regions, he won no constituency. And this is a candidate that they want to refuel. They should bring him, irrespective of who will lead the NDC. We are sure.
Is it true?
Oh.
I'm not an EC. I don't know.
I am saying you can go and check.
It's a campaign message. I don't know.
In about 40 polling stations in this country, and that has never happened.
What is wrong if you get 0 in 40 polling stations?
They have 9 polling stations.
We're talking polling stations.
They have
We're not talking about.
Listen, Roland, in those polling stations, they have executives. So even their own party executives did not vote for him. In about 14 polling stations.
Austin,
can you imagine this?
Austin, the messaging in itself. I've heard,
so you took 5
there's a Ken himself has been. Ken himself says that I'm not going to throw jabs, but when he gets instigated, then he blasts it. Then we've seen Brian also on the media trail going round as well. The messaging. Is it going to resonate with the delegates?
No, I think.
And then on the sideline, we have the generality of the outside MPP voters in the general pool.
But well, if there's anything to go by, the data reveals that Ken is growing stronger by the day.
That's true.
You get it. And anything can happen. And I'm sure Musa Dankwa Musa Danko.
Ken is growing stronger
by the day.
By the day.
Yes, because the data keeps changing. If
so you're saying he's going to win?
I think anything is possible. But for me, I have intimated that it will be better for them to bring Ken than Bawumia because of credibility issues.
Explain.
I'm saying that Bawumia has lost credibility generally in the face of Ghanaians. Personally, I told you, when we praised this gentleman as an economic messiah, and they had opportunity, and they ran us aground, I mean, the consequences will be that, or the bigger consequence will be that you lose confidence in that person. Because if you are told that this person is a good manager, then the person is not able to manage even the economy to your satisfaction. To the point that they even told us that, oh, we have attained economic sovereignty. We're not going back to the IMF. Then quickly.
Not today, not tomorrow.
Not today, not tomorrow. Then quickly.
Joshua Caleb.
So, Roland, the thing is that all the cries over economic sovereignty and other things saw us at the doorstep of IMF. So this is not somebody for me I will bang my hope on, or somebody.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Yeah, no, I will not, because
but he's leading 45%.
It's possible that he may not lead maybe in a week's time, because
or in 3 weeks time.
In 3 weeks time, because the dynamics could change. Ken's message, like Musa said, is resonating with a cross section of the delegate. Who knows? Maybe the percentage of people who are conservative may have a change in mind. Because the thing is that, and I agree with Honorable when he said that Bawumia is enjoying, he appears to be a favorite candidate. And he may win because he's enjoying some perks.
But far less than 61% that he scored the last time.
Yes.
You won't get that one again.
Yes, I'm sure, obviously. And it even shows the discontent within
his own party.
Among his own members. Yeah. You know, for me, I think the MPP delegate should make a good choice. Go for Ken, drop Bawumia. Because the thing is that Bawumia has lost confidence.
Go for Ken.
Yes, and drop Bawumia.
Ken doesn't have debts, you say?
No, the thing is that Ken has issues. But when it comes to the thing is, the economy, the foundation of our society hinges on the economy. And if you have lost your economic, messianic credibility, it means that we should rather make you maybe a minister. No, because the thing is that this is somebody.
That same man was able to partner Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo and win overwhelmingly in 2016.
That was the message they showed us. Even they told us Akufo-Addo is a ruthless man. He will fight corruption, and he will make sure that if an appointee is accused of any corruption-related activities, he will deal with that person. What happened to him? He was also sold to us as a messiah. Then later realized that this messiah.
One of our viewers, Moses, says that Bawumia at the delegates level may be good, but at the national level, it will be difficult to sell Bawumia. Is that what you're
That's what I'm saying. Because the credibility-wise,
so go for Ken.
Go for Ken because Ken has issues. Ken has issues, but you can work around and you build him. But Bawumia is like selling somebody who is not being bought, or selling somebody nobody is interested in buying.
Hey. Lawyer Bracco, the way you're campaigning for Ken on this table.
No, it's not about campaigning.
I'm not campaigning for him.
It's the reality.
It's the reality.
You're NDC. I don't know.
Selling tomatoes.
Let me come in with my own perspective. Our elders say that the string of Orphansky beads might look better on the leopard, but it is the antelope that has lost the mother.
Which adage is it? From which of the groupings? Is it an Akan group?
It's an Akan.
Okay, an Akan proverb.
Yes, an Akan proverb. What that means is that this is an MPP internal issues. And NDC should be careful about letting success be a stumbling block.
Why?
Because you can be blinded by your success. We all have blank sides. So when you are doing well and everybody thinks you're doing well, you should be continuing to do well. The average CEO in America have been fired 3 times. There's a reason why. You can reach the apex of everything, they will still fire you and bring another person. Because the different level that they want to go, you might not take them there. Having said that, I've also seen couples fighting, and they divorced. And I've advised them, I'm also a counselor, that no.
Are you talking about Adjasafo and Ken?
No, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Well, this is not related to politics.
No, it's not related to any of that. But then I have advised them to go back, and then they will tell me, Prof, the insult we insulted each other and the fighting that we had, so we can't go back to each other again. that we should be careful in MPP where there are insults against each other. Now, if you insult me and you say I'm a rotten tomato and all that, after the primaries, we have 36 days to NDC and MPP primaries. After that, can we come together as a group and work together for the common good? Now, it all boils on the historical path. The historical path is about creating synergies between policies and efforts. I think that all of them have done a lot of efforts to convince delegates that they will be the best candidate. But the likability factor is who is more likable to win in the country. And that is where it is quite dicey. But delegates, Sir John said that fear delegates. And Musa, I recommend a book to you by Kelly, The Tale of Statistics. Behind the percentages that we all have, there are faces attached to the statistics. People can change by, in the line to vote when you give them money. I've also contested as an MP before. I've been a parliamentary candidate before that most people don't know.
Which ticket?
In New Driving North, I'm in DC.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
So you will see it. So I know everything at the grassroots. I wrote a book on grassroots democracy about what I saw. And it was at my book launch that Kama, Dr. Makado, came. That was my book launch.
You're the reason why
yes.
it then died.
Yes. So I know every story in this country. I don't speak just like that. No, he chaired the book launch. And then when we finished and he talked about the haircut and everything, the government at that time called him that how much was his money that he's embarrassing the government, so they should give him back his money. As to whether he received his money or not, when he returned from a travel that he called me that he's sick, he's going to the hospital. 2 days, I was informed he died.
Oh.
So what I'm trying to say is that there are faces attached to the statistics numbers. Yeah. I'm glad that you talk about the margin of error because once you sample population, there's going to be a margin of error. And statistically, 3% plus or minus 3 is okay. So within 2, it's really fair for us. But MPP should be careful the way they are insulting each other. We all see the trend. Baumia will win.
Let me ask you something.
Baumia will win. That is the trend that we have now.
It is messaging. I'm speaking to specific delegates, not national delegates.
Yes.
What thing concern national voters now?
Yeah, but delegates are also nationals.
Yeah, they are part.
They are people. So the messages that they are sending to delegates is also sending the same to Ghanaians because in the end, when you win the primaries, you are coming to Ghanaians to vote for you.
You must be seeking to elect a potential president.
Yes, so that's what they are looking for. I've never seen an opposition government that is happy before or a minority that is happy. If you are in a minority or opposition, you are not happy. You want to come to power. But let me show you why Republicans have always won elections, governorship in the Senate and in America. They look for values, not policies. Democrats go for policies. Republicans go for values. But in every situation, values trump policies. So they will go for pro-choice. Democrats will go for pro-choice, that if I'm raped or my life is at risk, I have to go and abort. Republicans will say that you can't do that. Whether you were raped or your life is at risk, keep the baby because you have to, pro-life. And because of that...
You're a Republican.
No. Because of that, values always triumph policy. So let's look for values in our campaigning. And we should take insults and being feisty and all those things away and tell the people what you can do for the citizen because MPP brand has been battered, brutally battered. But we also saw the last election that there was a 1 million gap. That is why I said NDC should not be blinded by the success.
You mean
because
the 26?
Political parties, yes, political parties are 2 sides of persuasions. We all want to govern the country and serve, but from different philosophies and ideas. Now, what I've seen from all over the world, politics, is that if you rule for first, second term and going for the third term, and the other opposition doesn't even do anything, the people will begin to look at that direction. So we should be careful.
No, we
saturation tends to set in.
Yes.
Prof is virtually talking about we not being complacent with our
in 2 minutes.
We are not, and we will not.
Him as well. There is some critical issues based on the question I posed to them, which is about the messaging. You'll find that the MPP says, look, this is the bulk of our historical voting pattern area, so we want to go there. And what is it they are not getting right? Because sometimes, for example, we had the former defense minister go to a place and was talking about, is it Bimobes or something like that.
Tribal politics.
So on one side, then you have it also on the other side as well. So the messaging, how is it resonating with people outside the MPP brackets in terms of appealing more regional, more religious, more tribal?
Look, I think our political class have lost sight of the value of demography, understanding the demography that they are trying to appeal to. And they tend to, apply a paintbrush to every corner of the room. Pam, 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 pam. But various people have various interests. You must understand what each group is looking for. First and foremost is the age of the voters. They have gotten younger. 75% of Ghanaian voters are below the age of 44 years. These people are less tribalistic, less religious, very dynamic, vote on issues. So if you want to pray to their fear, you'll be doing so and appealing to just a small group of people that they will not let you win. So you must seek to appeal to the conscience of people in the middle. People who are pragmatic, who want solutions to problems. So they don't care whether you are from here or there or there. It's what can you do for us? What can you do for me as a voter? That is more important. Yes, there are a small number of people who are ethnically inclined, want to vote ethnic way, those who will be voting based on religion, but they are becoming less vocal voice than the
majority.
Yeah, than the
so
majority.
You're saying that the generality of the voter population in Ghana is now moving from those types of...
Absolutely,
okay.
Absolutely. Things have changed, and they're not aware that things have changed.
All right. I know that you've now been reassigned to where?
Well, I've been reassigned to Kofi Annan Center of Excellence in ICT as a deputy DG.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But more importantly...
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Are you the same people doing the codes?
So my main task as instructions from the presidency is to go and oversee the implementation of the 1 million codes. Kofi Annan Center...
When is it starting? It's long overdue.
I think it was piloted. Was it not piloted?
Yes, there are some pilots launched and later some pilots done. We'll do the real activities next year, first quarter. We are partnering with some public universities to make their facilities available to us. And we have also procured some laptops to be used for the training. It is our hope and thinking that 2026 we should be able to do some 300 to 400 young people. Some international tech firms have also come to support the initiative. For instance, Huawei, MTN, Google, and Telecel, Telecel International have all promised to do 100,000 young people. So government now has responsibility to do about some 600 young people. And 2026, 2027, we'll give a good account of ourselves. And the MPP, if you remember, they also promised to train 1 million people in ICT-related issues. So this is the only initiative that should have a buy-in from the two major political parties, unless somebody wants to change his mind at this stage, which
has there been any policy that has gotten a buy-in from?
Oh, but in this case, both parties kept in our manifestos that we're going to train 1 million people. So they must come on board, and the focus is a young person in Ghana.
Mohammed Abdelaziz, former member of parliament for Myong, but currently the deputy
DG.
Kofi Annan.
I'm no more at Gifek again, where you left me. I'm no more there again.
Okay. The Kofi Annan ICT
Center of Excellence in ICT.
Okay. Yeah. Center of Excellence in ICT. And then Musa Dankwa is the Executive Director, Global Info Analytics, is one of the leading posters. I hope you saved yourself from insult on Facebook. The way you face them, though, is nice. Anyway. And then, of course, lawyer Austin Bracco Powers is here. Ask Bracco Powers is his TikTok account, where he, advises on the law, teaches the law, and then gives a lot of pep talks on what you should do if you want to be a full-blown lawyer like him. And then, of course, Professor Enoch Entry is also here. Thank you for joining. And I have some of my friends who said they did enjoy your contribution this morning. So Delight, as well as Philippine, God, I'm wishing you all the best for the day. Now, I have a couple more. Prince Daniel York is watching from the UK. Kwesi Mensah is also watching as well. And all of you. We're taking a break. We'll be right back.